EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here we go. Switch, yellow. Ready.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? This defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yellow. Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Down.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he works 3. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Lance now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and set up for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey Lance, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
Ready?
2nd down, Thompson Robinson now. Locates Kamara on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Right. Ready.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. Oh, he had him. He was open. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and
touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
It's Williams on the catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Ready.
And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Okay, ready?
To throw, it's Lance. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
On the double. Hey, confused.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Thompson Robinson throwing here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. In motion goes the tight end. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the option, running left is Lance. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Red, yellow.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ready?
The DTR going to throw it here. That is caught and bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A give running right is Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go red. Slide through. Smash red. Red.
Thompson Robinson now. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 66 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Pause red.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Green jacket.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the set.
Second down and 3.
Yellow.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Okay, right.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Yellow, zoom. Red, cycle. White, white. Ready.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Browns 8.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A final shot before break. Rush. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Browns 8.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
52 blaster. Check pink. Ready.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll go to Barkley again. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Lance now on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Ooh, the juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
19 yards. First down, Dallas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. It's caught left side by Cooks. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight cover.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football 24-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Lance on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And Chubb will try the middle here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Blue striker. Hey, red. Steel, black.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Down. 560.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, check Vega. 43 rail. Drill green. Set.
Thompson Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Ready.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They pitch it to Chubb. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll run for it. Chubb. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the 1st, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the 1st down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Ready, set.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hut, hut.
On the option right is Lance. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Okay, right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Lance to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. DTR going to throw it here. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Able to avoid him at the 40. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Thompson Robinson now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Red, yellow, drive through.
Going for it. Thompson Robinson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Damone Clark.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will